Money may not buy happiness, but it sure makes being miserable more tolerable. Welcome to Session 3 of Money, the New Science of Making It. The genius of money is not as a means to facilitate economic transactions. The genius of money is the social system it empowers. Let's dig into that system a little more, shall we? In an attempt to figure it out, many theorists overlook the most fundamental and significant aspect of money and markets: people. If we were to attempt to assess the worth of all items with economic value in this world, from tangible physical things to ideas, we undoubtedly would ascribe a sum in the hundreds of trillions of dollars. The value of everything, however, is not fixed. Values are in fact volatile expectations of worth. These expectations are held not in a vault, not in a computer, not in a quarry, but in the minds of human beings. People make things, everything, valuable. The values of all things are determined by the wants and needs, the desires of human beings. Anything is only as valuable as what a person will do, give up, trade, or pay for it. All things, all value are set by human needs, wants, or desires, and nothing, no thing is more valuable than other people. Our needs, wants, or desires constitute demand. Our motivation, knowledge, and labor satisfy all types of demands by creating supply. The energy of ideas, thought alone, or combined with labor and natural resources, satisfies wants and needs. People make it all possible. Others produce what we want. They make and provide what we need. Our economic life is all about relationships. Within a money system, however, we depersonalize these relationships. Desires are wants and needs, ultimately seeking fulfillment in feeling. Everything of value, every desire, want, or need, whether a tangible, physical thing, a service, or thought, leads back to a feeling. Everything we want, need, or desire moves us ultimately to a new feeling. We just want to feel, and it's other people who help us feel. People conceive, create, and supply products and services to satisfy wants and needs, to fulfill desires. People, through what they do, convert feelings. Desires create or attract circumstances to generate new feelings. We are intent on changing how we feel. People are always after new feelings. Our most powerful feelings are those connecting us one to another. We value money, an intangible idea, a function of collective trust for what we can convert money into: feelings. I know, you're saying, I want money for stuff, a house, a car, new clothes, to pay for travel, stuff. But think about it. You only want that stuff to feel. You want to feel a certain way. Commodity money serves as a proxy for what we can have, what we can do, and for many, what we can become, for how we feel. Let's circle back. To attribute value to any commodity or proxy, a paper note, a gold coin, a credit card, a bank account, or a contract, requires the consent of both the individual user and the community. Money exists because of and has evolved as a product of human relationships, of trust. Money allows us to launder trust. With money, we don't have to trust any specific individual or group. As long as the majority of people collectively trust in the medium of exchange of whatever we call money, the system functions. Any and everything only has value relative to human beings' desires. If no one wants a product or service, or a relationship for that matter, that product or service or relationship has no value. Therefore, that object or service or relationship is worthless. Money is and only exists as an idea of relative value. Money represents stuff, things. However, money represents something more influential, more desirable, and more important than stuff. As the concept of money evolved, substituting agreements of value for things, money became a substitute for power. Money is a proxy for value, things we value. Money is a proxy for products and services, and money is a proxy for power. But it isn't money or things or power any of us are really after. In the end, we are after a feeling. We ultimately want to feel. We want to feel good. We want to feel secure. We want to feel happy. Money is only worth something, and the money system is only useful if it leads to happiness. Money is a social construct made possible by trust. People trusting other people. They trust people to do something. On the other side of trust, money represents what people do. Money is not what makes the world go round, nor is money what makes goods and services go round the world. People make the world go round. People make the money go round. I'll offer one final perspective on money. To convert a feeling, a want, a need, or a desire into another feeling requires energy. People produce goods and services. People satisfy wants and needs through what they do, by energy they commit. The entire process of converting feelings depends on what people do. Products and services are expressions of energy, expressions we value. Money then, as a medium of exchange, a store of value, a proxy, is a store of energy. Money is potential energy. We give money value. We tend to think that what we value is things, stuff. But what we really value is feelings. Feelings are a product of energy. Money is trust. Trust in some medium of exchange, some commodity or credit or debit we believe will generate some future satisfaction, some feeling. Money is an impersonal, intermediary device storing energy. Money is potential energy. Money is the potential energy of trust, the currency of trust. The currency of trust is never an end. It is always, always a means. And to that means, we turn next.